Welcome to Spiritual. Dear friends, I am Jeshua. I am here today to celebrate with you. I honor your souls and I see the greatness in all of you. You have come here to Egypt to rejoin with a deeper part of your soul. It is your greater being, your higher awareness, that you are seeking to express and channel down to earth. It is no coincidence that you are here exactly at this time, because there is a yearning, a longing in your heart to connect with who you truly are. You often feel broken or incomplete. It is like you do not have full access to your inner knowledge and your creative power. You remember somewhere deep down what it was like to have this creative power and this inner knowledge, and therefore you are always looking for it. In today's world, with the upbringing and the education you receive, you are distracted from your inner self. You develop a personality that is mostly focused on the external world and on society. But you are awakened souls and you are not able to fully forget who you really are. Therefore you feel torn inside, and most of you have felt this since childhood. In order to fully access the real you, you need to break free, or distance yourself, from many of the ideas that you have been taught. You need to step back or separate yourself from the way you were brought up. You often don't feel at home with the kind of education you receive or the jobs you are doing. The part of your soul that is calling you is leading you away from the ordinary ways of thinking, from human society, and so it seems that your soul's calling leads you to a space of loneliness and separation. You want to be nurtured by a kind of energy and vibration that seems to be not available in this world. If you enter this space of loneliness, which is inevitable in the course of your lifetime, you are deeply challenged. However, this space of loneliness, of feeling different from mainstream consciousness, is a gateway to another level of consciousness. I ask you now to connect with the part of you that does not feel at home, that does not resonate with the reality you are in. Feel how you have been misunderstood, how you felt a lack of recognition in other people throughout your life. Feel your own loneliness. You have often tried to battle this loneliness and to look for answers inside the world. I am asking you now to be fully present and aware of this loneliness in you. Go inside with your awareness and feel your body from within. Feel the sadness in your heart about being disconnected from the whole, from oneness. There is a part of you, which you can call your inner child, that feels incredibly lost and confused inside this reality. It is of great importance that you know this child and connect with it. So connect with it now and sense inside your body where the child is. This child inside of you is very sensitive. It is caring and compassionate, and it sees and knows a lot of things. It's a child of the universe who has traveled around for many, many lifetimes. And in order for this child to truly experience life, it had to let go of deeper sources of knowledge. When you start your journey as a soul, when you start to have incarnated lifetimes, you let go of a part of yourself. You, in a way separate from yourself. This is the original wound of separation. It is the split inside yourself. The child part of you is very courageous. It is curious and adventurous and has a passionate love for life. But it is also ignorant and naive at times. It needs your guidance. So connect with your inner child now, this most precious part of you. It is life itself. The child in you represents duality, the emotions inside you that go up and down, the doubts, the fears, the joys and the struggles. It's like an ocean of feelings inside of you, on part of you. At this time, in this time of transition, your purpose is to bring your awareness to this child. You have witnessed in the temples that you visited here, how at the end of each temple sky and earth come together. In the most sacred place in each temple, the ceiling and the ground floor symbolically merge together, and that means it is the place where consciousness merges with life, where oneness meets with duality, and this is where the original wound of separation becomes healed. Imagine for yourself that you are inside a temple, whichever one comes to mind, and you are in this sacred place where sky and earth meet. Now feel the energy of sky or heaven or consciousness in the upper half of your body. This is the energy that you have missed so much. It is the energy of clarity and knowingness. Feel it enter your head and shoulders and your heart. This is the energy that holds everything together, all of your lifetimes. Allow the cells of your body to open up. Simply ask them to receive this energy of home, breath it in and absorb it inside of you, inside the cells of your body. It's very present here. You do not need to be inside a temple to connect with it, but going there and being touched by the energy in the temples can help you remember and in that way connect to it. This cosmic energy is not something outside of you. As I said before, it is really an essential part of yourself. You are now truly allowed to embrace and embody this energy. It's time now to move beyond duality. It has been necessary for a number of lives to really submerge into duality and all the emotions it brings. You had to truly experience life without knowledge and knowingness, but now you are ready to move on, and that does not mean that you reject duality. It doesn't mean you send away your inner child. Instead you embrace it, and then the most beautiful dance of creation arises. Feel the energy of earth, of the inner child in the lower half of your body, especially your abdomen. This child is looking for guidance and wants to be embraced by the conscious part of you. It has come to the end of a cycle of lifetimes in which it was submerged into earth life. It wants to be lifted up. So imagine now that the cosmic awareness that's inside the upper half of your body goes down from the heart into your belly, into your abdomen. There is a kind of momentum and synchronicity in your path of growth. The secret is that the child will only open up to the guidance of your greater self when it has finished a cycle of experiences. In your everyday life you experience this ending of a cycle when you, finally, surrender, truly surrender to what is. In this moment of surrender, which is often a moment of not knowing but accepting, you open up to a higher knowledge that doesn't come from the mind, and many of you are ready to surrender. In fact, often the case that when the wound of separation becomes very intense, like a burning pain, precisely this unrelenting pain opens up the possibility for surrender. When you reach the extremes of duality, you are almost beyond it. Please remember this when you are experiencing deep inner pain. It is not the end of the road, it is a transition, but your human eyes cannot see beyond the darkness. You cannot find true fulfillment inside the world of duality. Now imagine that the aware and cosmic part of you merges with your inner child, the emotional and feeling part. Just playfully imagine what this would be like, and what would happen to your child if the two energies came together in perfect harmony. Maybe you start to see a magnificent angel dancing on earth. See what energies would evolve inside you when you are fully connected to both heaven and earth. You are at one with yourself in this state and you love being on earth. Feel the energies flowing up and down from below and from above. This is your destination, to bring these two energies together. This is a pure act of creation. For now this may seem to be an image of the future, but I ask you to feel this promise inside of you. The promise of wholeness and creativity. Take a good look at who you are in this state of creative balance and now ask this being, this future you, for some guidance or advice. What is important for you to know right now? Feel the deep wisdom inside of this greater you and look into her or his eyes. Receive its blessings. You carry beauty and wisdom inside that you cannot imagine. You are truly creating something new in the universe. You are not simply returning home when you finish this cycle of lifetimes. Instead you will remain adventurous and create home. Create oneness in very different places in the universe. You are truly admired for your courage and your boldness. Respect yourself, trust and faith in the future. Home is always inside of you. I hope you like the video. Welcome to your channel. Don't forget to check out the other uploads.